In this video, I'm going to show you how to go from this to this. So welcome to another video on the channel, and today we're doing another mod to Mia, my 2016 MX-5. Now last time we did the tinted window in the back with the wrap foil. It's still keeping up really well and still really nice on there. But we are going to install a mod today that I wanted to do to this car for a long time. But you guys are always faster, and I'm just talking about the Mx5things sequential blinkers. Now I have had these products in stock for quite a while, but they sell out. You guys really enjoy them, and yeah, I would rather help you guys first than install them on my car. But today is the day we are finally installing a set on Mia, and I'm just going to show you how easy it is, because it's all plug and play. You don't need to cut any wires, change any computers. It's really easy. So when you get them, so for EU cars you normally get 2 packages, US cars you will normally only get the one. So you have the 2 sequential LED pads, so these are just bulb replacements for the indicator bulbs. And for EU cars, Mx5things provides you with a kind of in-between ballast to prevent hyper flashing and to prevent any other codes of existing. So this is really nice, and it's all plug and play. So let's go. So the first thing we need to do, of course, is remove everything. Remove the front trunk liner, so it's all push pins. I've shown it in a couple of my videos already, so this is just really easy. Let's get it out. So with the trunk liner removed, this is what the driver's side corner looks like. So what we need to remove actually is this little bolt right here. We have one screw on top of the rear light. We have this grommet that we will need to push through, I guess. And then we have that connector right there. We just need to disconnect. So then the rear light can come out. It does have a few push pins, but I'll show you one trick to get it out. So guys, so I already loosened up this first light. So I'm going to show you how I did it, but first I'm going to tell you how it's easier to do it. Well, it wasn't really that hard, but so you have to remove this screw on the top. You have to remove the little nut that's on the inside, and you have to push through like the wire grommet to keep water out. So you just push it through from the inside and it's done. Now, a little tip that I will give you is to loosen up this nut, but leave it on the stud. So then when you pull the light out, it doesn't go flying across the room and break. So that's a really handy tip for one. Now then, how do you go about it? So once you loosened up everything here, the front of the light is actually loose. Now the side here is still clipped in. So the hard part about this is that you need to get some grip behind here to pull it forward. So not outwards, not just the whole light goes out in that direction. Now, how the instruction says it is that you can use a trim removal tool, just go in behind here and pull out. Now, I don't have a trim removal tool at hand, but I do have zip ties. Now, what I actually did was I fully squished the zip tie in a corner, and I put it in behind the light here. So just put it behind this corner until I had a little bit of leeway, and then I just kept the light there and really gently just started pulling on it, and just once, and then just it clicked and it was loose. Then you can undo the bolt and take out your light. Really just as easy as that. Now keep in mind, when you remove the light, to be careful with your wiring loom. And there you have it, one light removed. So now we can install the new blinker. Also a little disclaimer in the instructions, they say to tape off the painted edges. You can totally do that if you don't feel like you want to risk any damage or something, but with this technique it might work without damaging. But if you want to do the precaution, it's all up to you. You can tape off the painted bits so when the light shocks out it doesn't damage anything. But I didn't do it with any damage on this side, so let's hope I can do it again on that side. So now that we have the light on the bench, we can actually replace the bulb that is in here. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to twisting, so they can be a bit stuck. Just be careful, it's still all plastic though. Hup, there they go. And then you can pull gently on it. The grommet will come with. And then we have our like standard light bulb. So now we can take our Mx5things ones. Just really nice. Just be sure that when you touch this, you always touch it like on the side, not on the back of any of the connectors, because then you can have a bit of issue. So I'm just going to put it to the side right now. Let's remove this bulb, just pull out, and then we can insert it back. So make sure the LEDs are pointing outward, so we can just put them in. Nice. So now to just maybe get a bit more room, I'm gonna take the loom out. This like squeegee thing. There it goes. So now we get a bit more leverage, so then we can put this whole thingy gently inside. Okay, now we twist it. And now they are in position, so I don't know if you guys can actually see the LEDs, but the LEDs are now in here. So that's all closed up nicely. Looks good. So now we can put back all of the wiring harness into position. Voila. So now this one is ready to go back into the car. So now to put it back into the car is just the reversal of removal. So we first got to get our wiring loom back into place. So pull a bit, get the rubber grommet situated. Okay, this one there. Then push this in. Push the rubber grommet back into place. That's good, rubber grommet is back into place. Then we line up the side to the push pin, push it in. And that's actually the majority of the work done. Now we can put back the bolt, put back the screw, and test out our light bulb. So now before we put the connector back from the rear lights, we need to put in the ballast. So again, this little in-between harness is only needed for European cars. So all like US cars and such don't need it. So it looks like this. It looks like this. Just a plug and play harness that goes in between the connector you actually loosened up. So the wiring loom from your rear light goes into the big connector, and then this side goes into the connector inside of the car. Now of course, once this is all connected, be able to go in the car, hit the indicators, and yes, they're working. Oh, that's awesome. This side, OEM bulb, and this side, so let me turn this down. Now this side is Mx5things. You can see it's like the sequential, looks really, really awesome. Like, the video doesn't really actually do it any justice because it looks really cool in real life. So guys, if we now look at how the wiring is, so the original connector is right there, so this is the harness from the car. Then you have the little in-between harness in between there, and then here we have the rear light harness going to that plug. So it's all plug and play, as you can see. So now what I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna zip tie this harness to this little supports so that it's all nice and plugged away. So as you could have seen from the little time lapse, I finished up the outer rear tail light, and now they look nice and sequential. Now I know that the video might not do them justice, but I'll give you a few seconds of footage of these lights in just a little bit, but they look really nice, really awesome. It gives them a bit of the sequential Audi, Range Rover, or whatever look. It's just a really nice, like, premium feel mod you could do to the car. And the fun thing is, it's all plug and play. It's like 10 minutes of work. You don't need any major tools. It's all push pins and one 10mm and one like little screw that you need to get loose and get the taillight out. It's all super easy, and it just gives you a nice feel about your car. At least it makes me giggle when I know that I have this. So yeah. The only problem is I'm now gonna have to make somebody else drive my car so I can look at these babies. Maybe we'll put that down as a downside, but let's just say really nice, easy mod to do, anyone can do it, and yeah, thanks to Sergey from Mx5things for making this awesome mod, and they look really nice. But if you want to get this set for your car, you have two options. If you are in the US, just go to the Mx5things store, but if you are in Europe and you want to get your hands on a set of these for the best price possible, go to the links down in the description below. Go to the AP on the Road web store. I still have some of these in stock, and if they're not in stock, I'll buy them again and they'll be in stock again. So I will always have these sets available for all of you guys. So if you want a set and you're in the EU, go to the AP on the Road web store. You will be supporting the channel in the best way possible, and I really am grateful for all of you guys' support. So if you have any questions about this install or about this setup, go to the comments down below, put your question down there, and I will answer all of your questions. But that's all I got time for this week. I will leave you with a few more seconds of these bulbs up close. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, dude. Bye.